What's poppin', y'all? I open up my X feed and I just see Dante as like villain number one. I'm like, huh? What the hell is going on again? So I go and find out where this all started. And this started with him reacting to an IRL Song Wars concept.
Mike! Mike! How do you get dissed in a song that was already written before you even knew what was gonna happen? It adds up! That's why you're mad as shit. Fuck you, Burger! Oh my god!
So the two people involved in this, the guy that he's reacting to favorably, his name is Skype. Yes, you've probably never heard of him. Neither have I. And then there was another guy named Mike Broke as F, which I really like the contrast we're going for now with the new underground rappers where, hey, so everybody's done with the whole rich stuff. They're like, yo, we're not rich anymore. We're broke. So ImDontai has this reaction, which is like, okay, cool. I've never heard of this IRL Song Wars thing, which we'll get back to a little bit later. But it seems like the fans weren't too happy with this. So a lot of people started coming back and saying, why did Dante say? Someone give context. Because this person was as lost as I am. He says he didn't F with a song on IRL Song Wars and he messed with another song. That's as simple as it gets, really. And then he says he didn't like an underground rapper that people who've never seen their father like, and still Boolin made a tweet for them. So hell broke loose. That's what he's saying. So a lot of these guys that are fans of the other person, they got really mad and upset. And this guy, Mike Broke as F, would react as well. But before we get to that, an underground rapper, I don't know if he's still underground, but a talented rapper, one that I actually know of and whose music I actually enjoy, this guy Slayer, he would react to this and say, watching everyone switch on Dante right now, this ain't a coincidence. And then this person says, not even Dante, just the underground don't like criticism. Their ego's too big. He says, if you think you're too good for criticism, quit while you can. He would continue on Instagram and say, this whole underground stuff is just people overly acting tough and tapped in for some cool points. So when a person with real ears come into play now, y'all don't respect his opinion? If you want to train your weak ears, that's fine. But the majority of the world don't move that way. He says, then you want to call everything that ain't affecting the dopamine receivers burger because it's easy to digest? Is music not supposed to be easy to digest? Are we in a phase where the stuff gotta be booty to like it? Of course, people outside of the underground gonna come in and say they don't like it. Y'all aren't making music for other people, just underground people. So stay in that effing lane and keep me out of that ish, because clearly me and all my people don't belong in that bracket, right? And he says, and yes, my guy Skype should have won E to D. So the guy Skype didn't win, and I did like that clip from that guy Skype. So this is quite understandable from this guy Slayer, and it's no surprise why he's having success. And that is something that's happened in the underground since the late 2010s, is that it became its own subculture. Like underground, there were always, like let's say underground rappers, like MF Doom for a long time was considered underground. People like Aesop Rock, we're going early 2000s now. People like Crooked Eye, these guys made music that we all knew was never going mainstream. MF Doom, he became as famous and as well liked as mainstream artists, but these guys made music that they knew was not, even in the early 2000s, was not ready to be consumed, or was ever going to be ready to be consumed by anything outside of a small niche subculture. So going into the 2010s, you would get people like Young Lean, you would get people like Team Sesh, you would get people like Raider Clan, even A$AP Rocky to a degree was like, there was this dark aesthetic underground, but A$AP Rocky, he would switch that up to go into the mainstream, like the collaboration with Skrillex, that helped him break through the mainstream. And even that was, well, that's a whole different topic of music history we could go into, but we're focusing specifically on rap. And then from that moment, I would say like 2011 to 2016, a lot of underground music was just music that hadn't been discovered yet, but had the potential to go mainstream. Like you look at a Gucci Gang, right? That goes mainstream. You look at an XXXTentacion, right? He's got several songs, not even several, I think maybe a dozen songs with over 1 billion streams. You have a Juice WRLD. These guys, they all had the potential to go mainstream, or they did go mainstream, many of them. And then we get this other phase, and I would say like where Plug and B kind of started. So 2018 onward, I would call this this post-Tekka. So post-Tekka, you started getting all of these artists that never broke out of the underground, never went mainstream. Ken Carson, you could say kind of, but he's made his music a bit more palatable. Playboi Carti, Magnolia was palatable to the whole mainstream. And of course, like, you've got the song that he does with The Weeknd. His songs that do the most are also the songs that are palatable. But like Plug and B, these guys never went anywhere. They never went mainstream. Like, they had successful careers in the underground. And this develops that whole like underground culture. Like, for example, they were talking about Baby Santana, right? Baby Santana, Young Fazo. Who was the other guy that I'm forgetting his name? He was like, I don't know if he was like a Blood or whatever, but that guy, like all of these guys, all of those guys from that phase, some of them are still having okay careers, but none of them broke out. And then you had a Sofego who had potential, but he never made it out. Yeet was able to crack out of this, but since then we haven't gotten anybody really. Like the Slayer guy, he's good. Like that dude Until Japan, they're good, but they have yet to really break out. To Hollis, you could say he broke out with a hit. I'm pretty sure that one hit the Hot 100. So what Slayer is saying is that, we're trying to make sure, or some people, they want to break out of this. And to do that, you're going to have to make music that doesn't sound like only a small portion of teenagers can enjoy it, because a lot of it just sounds like noise, like too slimy. Like that guy, he is terrible. He makes terrible music. I've said this, but he has his own audience and people think it's cool because they like the terrible music. It's like certain forms of metal, I guess. That's a new version of it. But that guy, Mike Broke as F, would react to this whole situation.
Hey, listen, this is my last video for all you that feel some type of way making these sub posts. Slayer, Skype, that shit is garbage. Like, I'm just gonna keep it like, you feel me? And I'm not gonna sit here and say like, no, this shit trash. I just don't feel you, bro. Like, come on, bro. You go look up burger music right now on Google. Go look it up right now. It's gonna say a try too hard. Put 4 different songs in one song and talking about talent. Baby Santana did that in 2021. My Young Fazo did that in 2021. Get the out of here. That shit is garbage. I'm gonna give credit what credit due to, because I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm not gonna sit here and say you didn't snap on the Song Wars. Like, you came different. Like, the way you came on the Song Wars compared to your real music, totally different. You feel me? You was talking that shit. I just don't feel that. Like, I just don't feel it. Like, you feel me? It don't even sound realistic, man. Like, like, come on, I can do that shit too. Think I'm mad? I'm not mad. You must be new here. I've been tweaking like this forever. I get real passionate when I talk.
Yeah, bro, you were tough, bro.
Appreciate you, twin. Hey, say Slayer.
Listen.
Say Slayer.
Slayer burger.
Oh yeah, come on, bro.
Yo.
This guy's just emotional about it, and I do like the fact that he has these feelings about his art and what he's creating. It's cool to be defensive. And to circle back to the point of criticism only matters if it's coming from a potential fan. So if this person's goal is to appeal to a wide audience base and potentially become a hit maker, right? Somebody that goes mainstream, then yes, Dante's opinion is very important because he represents that. He's somebody that is not just in his early 30s, but he's also somebody that's listened to a lot of music and is somebody that is not a part of this like new niche. Like if the music actually stinks and you have to, I don't even know, you have to convince yourself that it's cool, it's not going to appeal to him. However, if your goal is to just appeal to a niche micro audience that like this type of music and stay there, then his opinion, frankly, is worthless. And that's the important part. Like if somebody doesn't like a certain style of music and they are unlikely to ever be your fan, then you shouldn't get criticism from them. Like I always reference this is Fantano and early Post Malone. He hated Post Malone. He was calling Post Malone I think he called Stoney like terrible, but the reason is because Post Malone was a white guy with grills and braids, and he was doing that whole shtick, and that rubbed Anthony Fantano the wrong way. And eventually he would give Post Malone credit after he had massive success. But if Post Malone took any of his criticism seriously back then, it would have harmed the people that actually enjoyed his music, which is everyone else in the world. So that's for that segment. And then ImDontai decides to go off on all of the people hating on him.
Yes, I am 33. I am older than all you, and I'm richer than all you. And you will always seek my opinion on this music. So you can call me old, you can call me a nerd. Yes, I'm a nerd. Yes, I love Harry Potter. Yes, I love watching anime. I love all this corny shit that you say that I do. And yet I still have more money. I more money than you will ever have in your life. I'm still successful than you'll ever be in life. Okay? And this is to whoever's talking shit about me, whoever's mad at me, whoever constantly says nobody watches me. I don't care how you feel about like what my opinion is, because I will continue to say my opinion on it. But don't act like I'm not him, because I am. Otherwise, like you wouldn't be out here calling me and everything else. But
so he had to let off a DDG moment. You know, everybody's got to let it off once in a while. What is a DDG moment? A DDG moment is when you flex that you got more money than people. That's what it is. I got more money than you. Full on DDG moment, which, hey, some of these guys, they definitely deserve it, because this is why music, getting involved in like music communities and having back and forths with these people is like, Dante's doing these guys a favor. Does he need to be on some IRL Song Wars thing? Does he need to be reacting to a Mike broke as F? Seriously? Does he need to be doing that? No. So he's doing you a favor with the visibility, and everybody wins in this. ImDontai wins because he's just getting more attention. He's a streamer, so more people will watch the stream. That dude Skite wins because he got a favorable nod from ImDontai. That dude Mike Broke as F wins because now I know who that guy is. I never knew who Skite was. I never knew who Mike Broke as F was. I never knew that an IRL Song Wars even existed, which I think is really cool, and now I'm going to be paying attention to it. So congratulations, every single one of you guys won, and the underground fans that are angry, you actually did a great job react. You guys are just like the sheep that are getting flocked around, right? Like you're the flock, the angry flock. Okay, now you attack Dante. You don't know what you're doing. You're not mentally all the way there. You're just reacting emotionally, which is good. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But you guys were maneuvered in a way to where your angry mob elicits the reactions that are compelling enough for us, me, to pay attention to this whole situation. And then, hell, now I'm talking about it. I'm a nobody, of course, but now I'm paying attention to all of this, and I'm paying attention to all of the artists involved, and I want to listen to all of their music. So everybody wins, but this is very stressful, and that's why, like, people that get involved in music-related, like, reviews, content, it just becomes something that's exhausting, and many of them begin to hate it because of stuff like this, where you're getting feedback and criticism on your opinion of music, which is really not supposed to be a thing. Usually you listen to it, you don't like it, okay. You're not having somebody scrutinize you of like, no, explain to me why you don't like that. Like, it's not supposed to be that complicated. Not that complicated. DJ throws something on, he's like, yo, they're not feeling this. Oh, let's get this out of here. Let's move on to the next track. And that's all there is. He's not questioning people like, yo, why didn't you get moving to that? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.